The one-person business model I'd like to share with you can make you $10,000 a month, and in reality, it can make you a lot more than that. And if you're wondering how I know that, my name is Fred, and I've made over $1,000 a day in profit selling online courses and high-ticket coaching programs. So I do know a thing or two about making money online. And nowadays, I help ambitious people to do the same. Everyone else online is telling you that you need to do dropshipping, Amazon FBA, affiliate marketing, or print on demand, or all of this crap, while they're all getting much richer by doing this business model I'm telling you about, selling online courses or coaching programs. By the way, if you want me to personally teach you how I've made thousands of dollars of profit per day by selling online courses and coaching programs so you can do the same, click the link in the description to apply for a free call with me and join my paid program. This will save you years of your life and tens of thousands of dollars you would otherwise waste into bullshit opportunities like dropshipping. Don't be stupid and try to reinvent the wheel when you can just buy the goddamn wheel already. Look, I've spoken to hundreds of people just like you so far. They all want to become financially free, but they're not. And they all have one thing in common. They've all been focusing on the wrong, broken business models like dropshipping, affiliate marketing, or Amazon FBA. The problem with these models is that they're completely saturated and low profit, low fulfillment. By low fulfillment, what I mean is you're not really enjoying what you're doing, are you? You just do it because you think it's going to make you money, because you think it's going to make you rich. But it's honestly not. You're trying to resell the same garbage AliExpress products as literally everyone else, and you think somehow you'll make money with that. When in reality, you're having more of a job than a job with the amount of shit you have to deal with in those business models. Back in 2019, I tried to run a couple dropshipping stores with my best friend, and we only made a few pennies while I was spending my whole days, not even joking, messaging like these micro-influencers on social media, people with 5k, 10k followers to get them to become our affiliates so they could promote our products to their audience. And I would also spend the rest of my time just trying to get our Facebook ad account reactivated because it would get banned all the goddamn time. And the only reason it would get banned in the first place was because we were doing dropshipping. And these platforms hate dropshippers, I swear. Instead, when you sell online courses or coaching programs, all you've got to do is to create the product once. Maybe you update it once a year or something. Sometimes you can literally have a program that sells for 5 years and you don't even update it because it's on an evergreen topic. For example, if it's a fitness course, you don't really need to update it. You just make it once, you sell it, that's it. So all that's left to do is to make more content to market your product. That's it. So you can sell it fully passively. You're literally getting sales while you sleep. This business model gives you 90 to 95% in profit margins, which is completely unheard of. It also requires very little time or maintenance. You can literally work 1 to 3 hours a day on this business model and be making between 10k a month to 100k, even 200k per month. That's at least 100k a year to $1 million a year in profit for only working 1 to 3 hours a day. Do you realize how insane this is? And a lot of people actually see that. They see all of these big influencers getting rich selling what? Courses, obviously. Yet they still think, oh no, I'm gonna do the dropshipping. I'm gonna sell a lamp from AliExpress for $2 in profit. I mean, genuinely, when you choose business models like that, you are choosing to be dumb. Like there's no other way around it. But when you sell stuff like courses, online training programs, coaching programs, what this means is that you build your business around your life. So your business supports your lifestyle. You're not the slave of your business. I mean, I've got an honest confession to make. Back around 2022 or 2021, I already knew that what I wanted to do was to teach stuff to people. I wanted to sell online courses, but since I was a dumbass, I thought I had nothing valuable to share, which wasn't true because I could have taught people to speak English or how to become more productive since I had managed to do these things myself. But instead, I decided to follow the advice I heard on the internet and sell services to agency owners, coaches, and consultants to help them to get more booked calls, more sales calls with their ideal client avatar so they could make more sales. Only a few years later, I transitioned into teaching, selling courses passively. And to be perfectly honest, while I learned a lot selling services and trying that out, it taught me to be more disciplined. It taught me to just go talk to people and handle rejection. Because when you do this, when you have to reach out to people manually, you get rejected a lot. So you need to build up the stomach to handle it. Most people can't handle a single rejection. They can't talk to the girl of their dreams. They can't talk to a potential customer without pissing themselves. That's how much of a pussy they are. And you know, it's okay to start there. A couple years ago, I was literally so socially anxious, I couldn't even leave my parents' house to go for a walk in the neighborhood. Like, that's how bad it was for me. And I would beat myself up for it a lot of the times, because I knew how pathetic it was. After months of literally just being stuck at home with my fears, my doubts, my anxieties, I just told myself, you know what? I'm never gonna achieve anything if I stay like that, so I just went outside. I grabbed my running shoes, and I went for a walk in the neighborhood and in the woods. I even sent a picture and a video of it to my best friend to show him, look what I did, and he fucking congratulated me for going outside. Do you realize how far I've come? I couldn't even go outside. I couldn't even pick up the phone to call my hairdresser to book an appointment because I was super scared. For some reason, my brain was just constantly coming up with these nightmare scenarios. And I wasn't dumb, you know. I knew, okay, if I stayed like that, I had no chance in hell of ever becoming successful and making $1 million a year. I had no chance in hell. And if you stay as you are currently, then you too probably don't have a chance in hell. But that's actually okay, because you can change. You're not a tree. If you're in a place you don't like, you don't have to stay stuck and boom, you just take it. That's what pussies do. You can just move, change, do better, grow, become a better version of yourself. And yes, it takes time. It doesn't happen overnight like this immediately. However, it is possible. So I learned a lot selling services, even though I fucking hated it, because it would take so much time out of my day. Like, I'd spend my time working for others. It's like having a job. You know, there's a difference between being a CEO, being an entrepreneur, and being self-employed. I saw it when my dad literally tried to become self-employed too, selling his yoga services. Instead, I told him so many times, do a course about it, like make content on social media. He didn't want to do it. He wanted to do it the self-employed way, but he never made it successful. And that's why, when you're self-employed, okay, you might be employed by yourself, but in reality, you're still someone else's little bitch, because you work for your client. If the client stops paying you, you only have 1 or 2 customers, boom, you're done. Then you've got to go beg for other customers. I hated selling services. So then I started to transition into selling online courses passively, teaching, selling high-ticket coaching programs. And when it comes to online courses, I had my first $997 sale as a 21-year-old while I was asleep. And it felt insane. I just woke up and I saw a notification on my phone, because back then I had the bad habit of checking my phone right after I woke up. And I saw this on my screen. One person joined your Slack group. I think his name was like Max or Ed. I really don't remember his name. And I was like, wait a second. Somebody joined my Slack group? The only way for someone to join my Slack group is if they bought my course. So I was like, what the hell is this? And you know, because I was being pessimistic, I thought, oh, it's probably somebody who got the cheapest installment plan, like $97 a month or $67 a month for like 12 months or something like that. But then I went on my site and I saw $997. $997 at 4 a.m. while I was asleep. And all I had to do to sell that program was make some content. It sold while I was sleeping, passively. I didn't have to speak to anyone or do anything. It felt insane. And that day didn't change my life technically, because $1,000 is nice. But I mean, you're not gonna do anything great with, just $997. You need way more to enjoy a good life. However, what happened was a profound transformation in me, because it made me realize, wow, like that stuff actually works. I literally made money while I was sleeping. And that's when I made a promise to myself. I promised to myself I would never give this up, and I would do whatever it took to figure this out and have that $997 day every single day. So you've got to really ask yourself, what kind of lifestyle do I want to have? And then you build a business that supports these goals, not the other way around. For example, do you just enjoy building things and you want to build the next revolutionary software app that's going to be worth hundreds of millions? Most likely no. Or do you just want to be able to literally make 10K per month or 100K per month while only working a couple hours a day, 5 to 10 hours a week, teaching something that you love? You wake up every day, you're excited for the day ahead because you make so much money, life is fun, and you do what you love. You can travel on a whim. You're not stuck in a cubicle working 16 hours a day. So right now, what you've got to do is to find your niche, as in your passion, your area of expertise, your skills. Like, make a list of them and pick the one that you love the most, the one that you could talk about for hours, even if you were never getting paid doing it. Or even ask the people around you, what's the thing you always speak about? There's 3 main markets you have to really understand: health and fitness, money, or dating and love. And every niche falls within a sub-market of these 3 big markets. For example, When people say, oh, make money with dropshipping, it's a sub-market, so it's a niche within the big market of making more money. When people talk about a specific diet or a specific way to train, it's a sub-market within the big market of health and fitness. When people talk about finding the love of your life so you can marry them, that's a sub-market of dating and love. When people talk about becoming a playboy, that's a sub-market of dating and love. Now, which type of content should you be making? Should you be making short-form content or long-form content? You can make short-form content, but it sucks to make money. Except if you're doing it on Instagram, because on YouTube, you can't message your followers, like there's no DM function. On Instagram, there is. You can tell people, comment go, for example, and I'll send you a free guide. Or you can get a consultation call, which is really just a sales call so you can sell to them. Or you can even send them a link to buy your product. But on YouTube, you can't really do that, so shorts are kind of worthless, except for getting more eyeballs on your channel. But regardless, what I suggest you do is short-form content on Instagram or YouTube long-form content. And long-form content is at least like a 10-minute long video. It builds more trust and it leads to more sales. It's well known within the industry that on average, people need to have consumed 11 hours of your content to actually trust you and buy from you. So it's much easier for somebody to reach the point where they trust you enough to pay you if they watch long-form content. They need to watch a lot less videos. And then how do you monetize your small audience? You do not want to rely on AdSense revenue or selling ugly t-shirts or mugs or whatever, or doing affiliate marketing. When you do affiliate marketing, you think you're being smart because you don't make the product, but in reality, you're just being somebody else's little bitch. Why? Because you do the hardest part of the work for them, you make the content, you get the sale, and you only get to keep 10%, 20% of it. Instead, if you made your own product, you'd keep 90 to 95% of it. So don't be stupid, sell your own stuff. And if you're too lazy to spend a few hours building a course that you can sell for years, you'd never deserve to get to 10K per month or 100K per month in the first place. So what you can do is make a course in your topic, whether it be about overcoming a porn addiction, helping somebody to, for example, invest in trading or in crypto if that's what you do, or helping people to get in shape. You can do a one-time fee. So for example, you've got a course, you price it between $25 and $500, but you can also do a monthly membership between $25 to $100 a month and even more, depending on your niche and what you sell. And basically, it can be a course with one weekly coaching call on top, and you can reply to some people's messages. Or you can sell the same thing as a high-ticket coaching program, and for that you charge between $1,000 to $5,000. Now, the stupid way to do a coaching program is to do one-on-one calls with people. I mean, if you're getting paid 10K for that and you enjoy it, okay, fair enough. But for this, we want to do a hybrid high-ticket coaching offer. So we're going to do one weekly group call, and then we have the course. That's it. It's just that you sell people on the solution so people spend a lot more money. Now, if you have a small audience, it's better that you sell a high-ticket coaching program because you can convert more people easily and make more money and get to 10K per month faster. Now, that being said, when you've got a big audience, it makes sense to try to convert people automatically by having a sales page and there's a button to buy your stuff, because that way you don't have to take any sales calls, so it's easier and you have more free time. Now, a lot of people, they're afraid of making social media content, showing their face because they think their family, their friends are going to find it and laugh at them. And I get it. I had the same fear literally every time I started a new YouTube channel, but you've got to understand this. If somebody sees your content, you're trying to teach, educate, help people, and they hate you for it, well, these people probably do not deserve to be in your life in the first place. I can't even tell you the amount of shit I received from people online or even in real life for the kind of content I make. I've had family members I was really close with. I loved these people. They twisted my whole message. They're saying I'm making fun of people who work hard and have 9-to-5 jobs. Well, no, that's not what I'm doing. What I'm telling you is, if you just have a job for the sake of it, you don't even like your job, you're literally getting scammed. You got $100,000 in debt for a job that barely pays the bills. Like, the system is taking advantage of you, but somehow I'm the one thinking that you're a stupid dumbass for having a job. It's the system thinking you're a stupid dumbass and you seem to agree with it if you follow the path blindly. But my point is, not everyone will like you. When you make social media content, at least for us, we're businessmen. We don't care about getting liked, getting a few likes on social media for validation. Fuck this, we're not on Tinder. We're not after some random person's validation, and that person is most likely a loser, jerking off in their basement, so why would we even care about their validation? Social media content for us businessmen is free advertising. It's a way to give some free value to people, our ideal client avatar, and then they're gonna come and buy from us because they see we know what we're talking about and we've got value to share. I mean, honestly, sometimes I've got people who comment stuff on my videos like, oh, but if you were making that much money, you wouldn't be making that much content. These people have a negative fucking IQ, I swear. They're the same dumbasses who think it's not a scam to go to university and pay 100k for a degree that you're never going to even use, or maybe you'll get to use that degree and you'll make 50, 70k a year for the rest of your life. But these same people think, oh, if you make content, well, you're not making money. They're fucking dumb. So you can choose to be dumb like them, or you can choose to take advantage of the greatest opportunity in the history of mankind and get rich yourself. You can choose to handle the criticism of a few losers and make your family proud because you can pay them awesome vacations, they live in an awesome area thanks to you, they've got top tier education, they're enjoying life. Or you can just be a pussy and be like, oh no, I would rather just be anonymous, I would rather just not do anything, but I'm still gonna make 10k per month somehow. No, you won't. You fucking won't because you don't deserve it. Now look, if you want me to personally teach you how I've made thousands of dollars in profit per day automatically selling online courses or high-ticket coaching programs, click in the link in the description below. There you can apply for a free strategy call with me. You won't be talking to a sales guy, you'll be talking to me. So you can join my paid program. With that said, I'll see you on the other side.